You're watching E.T.N. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. This video, we are going to discuss Kong Skull Island, and the next few videos are all going to be on my webcam because we have a lot to talk about, many different things, and a lot of video requests to take care of. So I want to do this the quick way so we can get a lot of things out there in the open to start discussing. So yesterday in the MTV Movie Awards, they showed like a little promotion for Kong Skull Island. It wasn't really a trailer. It was, interviewing different cast members, talking about the movie. And it's very exciting. It's very exciting to finally get something regarding Kong Skull Island, especially when you consider how it's going to play into the Godzilla 2014 movie in terms of Monarch. And then, of course, obviously we all know 2020 is Godzilla versus King Kong. Right off the bat, one of the things that have been a big discussion regarding this movie has been Kong's size, the question of Kong's size. And one of the things you can clearly see in this promotion is he's going to be rather large. He's definitely going to be larger than he was in Peter Jackson's and in the original movies. You can just tell because there's a couple of scenes where they show the cast, within the movie of course, walking by some King Kong, not specifically him, but some Kong species skeletons. And these bones are very big. The skull is very big. So I think we're definitely going to get a big Kong. I don't think he's going to be as big as Godzilla. In fact, my prediction is that Kong will probably be up to Godzilla's chest, maybe the upper portion of Godzilla's chest, which is a fine height. I don't think you want to make him the same height, and I certainly don't think you want to make him taller than Godzilla. You definitely want to make him not significantly shorter, but you definitely want to make him shorter. Even if he's only up to Godzilla's chest or maybe the upper portion of his chest, he still can be a formidable opponent. But that I thought was interesting. And the discussion came up, we were on The Nation, and people were getting excited. It showed a lot of different things yesterday, Sunday, and we'll get into the other stuff in different videos, is what kind of story are they going to use to explain this? And you want to know something, I don't think they're going to explain anything. I think they're going to present him as Kong, this is him, and that's it. I don't think there's going to be an explanation as to why he's so big. I don't think there's going to be a reason as to why he's so big. I think it's just going to be that. And even in that promotion, they were interviewing Tom Hiddleston, and one of the things he mentioned was you're going to be seeing a completely different Kong that you've never seen before. So that to me is a little bit of a hint that we may be seeing a much larger Kong, which they would have to do. At this point, it would be ridiculous for them to leave him his normal size, as much as some people believe it's ridiculous to make him bigger. So I don't think they can win either way. They decided to link these two movies. They decided to go with the showdown in 2020. So at this point, they have to go all the way. And in order for it to look like it's going to be a decent match, you have to have them in the same size bracket. To have a Kong that's 29 feet tall versus a Godzilla that's 350 feet tall, obviously that makes no sense. It's not going to look good. And yes, while it may look weird to have a Kong that's 300 feet, maybe 290 feet tall, I think it'd be more, you got to kind of pick the lesser of two evils. So it'll be more ridiculous to have him at 30 feet tall than it would to have him at 290. At the end of the day, they're going all the way for this. They know the success of Godzilla was good enough that they want to take the chance, and I appreciate Legendary doing this, because even if it's something that doesn't pan out in terms of, and I'm not talking box office, but if it doesn't pan out in terms of people thinking it's a little crazy, I still think they have the opportunity to make it entertaining nonetheless. As all of us Godzilla fans, we have our favorite movies throughout the years. And for the most part, most of the Godzilla movies from Toho are cheesy anyway. So maybe Legendary is going to do it their own little cheesy way. I don't know. My point is, I respect the fact that they're at least going all the way with it. They took Kong and said, you know what, let's do it. You know, there's people who want to see the showdown. As much as there are people out there who don't want to see it, there are more people who want to see it, I believe, than anything else. I'm not even a big Kong versus Godzilla fan. I did not like the original movie. I thought it was horrendous. But because I know how it's going to look, and because I know it's going to look a lot better, I'm not too concerned with the story. That's just me. I know that that's something that we all look for. A lot of people look for the story. But there's certain movies that I enjoy that I don't care about the story. Transformers is a good example. Are Transformers movies very good in terms of story-driven characters? No, absolutely not. We all agree that the Transformer movies story-wise are horrible. We all agree that they're just mindless action with a buttload of CGI, and that's it. And sometimes can be funny. The last one wasn't very funny, but there's some funny moments in the movies. You know, I'm not saying that Godzilla vs. Kong is going to be that. I'm assuming that's what it's going to be like by the time we get there. You know, I think maybe they felt the dark and gritty approach for a monster movie didn't work out as well as they would have wanted. And I think some of us can agree with that. I mean, a lot of us look back and say, all right, we liked Godzilla 2014, but it didn't really turn out to be the dark Godzilla we thought it was. You know, it's, you know, when you look back at those trailers, they're really pitching a dreadful dark movie, and it didn't really turn out to be that way. It kept the dark ambiance, but it didn't really deliver on what the trailers say. And I agree with that as well. That doesn't mean I don't like the movie. I still love the movie. It's still my third favorite Godzilla movie. But yes, I agree it did not deliver on some of the promises that looked like they were trying to give us for the trailers. So I think the Kong Godzilla movie, they might go a different direction. They might not. I don't know. They may still try and keep that theme. And when you think about a world of monsters, yeah, that can be scary. But they really have to try and execute it in such a way that makes it feel that way. Right now, you know, the Muto and then the Godzilla fighting in 2014 wasn't really that scary. You know, there was nothing really scary about it. It was fun to watch. The ending payoff of the movie was great. But nothing in that movie ever made me feel scared. Maybe a little tense. You know, like when a female Muto is hunting down the nuke and, you know, they're on the bridge, the train bridge, and they're kind of sitting there hiding and walks over them. Yeah, I mean, that's a little tense, but that's not scary. There's nothing scary about that. So I believe, you know, in terms of this promotion they had, it was great to see something, hear the cast talking about it. Obviously, it takes place in the 70s, we heard, if you watched it. And they interviewed Tom Hiddleston. They interviewed, I forget the girl's name. In fact, I've never even seen her before. I might have seen her in some other movie and maybe just forgot. They showed Samuel L. Jackson. So it was good to get something. And I think this is the beginning. I think come Comic-Con, we're going to get a lot more. I think we're going to get a full-fledged trailer. It was cool to see Tom Hiddleston holding a rifle and not a spear or a scepter, if you want to call it that. And I'm excited for the movie. I'm excited to see what Kong's going to look like, his scale. Of course, the island. I love the island. That's one of my things I'm looking forward to most. And it looks like they're going to explore the island quite a bit. One of the people they were interviewing mentioned all the monsters on the island. So we're going to get to see a lot of different monsters, hopefully. And maybe even see Kong battle with them. Maybe see a monster or some kind of hint, or maybe something leading or kind of giving us a little Easter egg to when these movies all start interlocking, you know, in terms of the next Godzilla movie and then Godzilla vs. Kong. Maybe we'll see a monster on the island that some of us might recognize, or maybe we'll see a monster on the island that might show up again later on in the movie. Who knows? In a different movie, I mean. But I thought the promotion was good. It was nice to kind of see them getting things started. I'm looking forward to a trailer I don't want to say I'm looking forward to a trailer during Comic-Con because they may show a trailer we may never see. I hope we get to see it, but that remains to be seen. But yes, Kong Skull Island, a nice promotion. If you missed it, you can probably find it on YouTube. I was fortunate enough to catch it on the Nation Facebook page. Somebody posted it because I don't really watch award shows anymore. They just bore me. Plus, yesterday I was so busy with computer stuff, so... But that's it, guys, for this video. So what did you think about the promotion if you saw it? How do you feel about Kong Size? Personally, I feel that They should just go for it. They shouldn't try and explain it. People whether they explain it or not, people are not either not going to accept it or they're going to accept it. So at this point, don't try and make a reason. Just go for it and let the chips fall where they may. We already know that people are not going to like it, whether you give a good explanation or not. People are not going to like it. And whether you give a good explanation or not, there will be people out there who love it. You're never going to please everyone. So I say don't complicate things. Make it Kong this size, and that's it. Don't explain the story as to why it's that way. Tom Hiddleston said it's a new Kong, it's a different Kong, so let it be a different Kong without having to give a reason why. I think that's the best way to go, to keep things simple and let the characters drive the story. And that's it. That's it. So anyway, guys, once again, comment below Kong, the promotion. What do you guys think? What do you expect? Do you have any predictions? And we'll definitely be talking more Kong Skull Island going forward. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit E.T.N's Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description.